It's the playoffs. It's Fleetwood versus Wycombe. It's 3rd versus 6th in League One. The playoffs are finally here. No supporters allowed in. How are the Cod Army going to march on to victory and hopefully get that advantage going to Adams Park on Monday? Come on, Fleetwood. As you know, the season was curtailed in June after a lengthy pause from March onwards, and we got a great point against Portsmouth that seems a point for everyone in the playoffs. However, if anyone would have lost that game, we would have been outside of the playoffs. So to get that point shows good determination, 12 unbeaten. How will that go though after not playing for almost 3 months? Wycombe themselves were 8th in the league, and due to PPG they are now 3rd, and let's hope we can get over them. However, Wycombe have some good players of their own. Adebayo Akinfenwa, who is their top goal scorer this year, with Joe Jacobson, both tied on 10 goals this season. However, Fleetwood have Paddy Madden, Ched Evans, Josh Morris, so a lot of good players to score the goals. How are those players going to become influential after a long pause? So Wycombe have overachieved. Finishing 3rd on PPG is a massive achievement for them, and Gareth Ainsworth has done a superb job there. He's got them organised, hard to beat, and really good at home. Away from home, they've only won 4 of their 16 games, but at home they've got the 2nd best home form in the league, only losing 2 against Coventry City and the mighty Fleetwood Town. Will we be able to get a victory out of them at Adams Park? I'm not too sure. We do need a victory though here, hopefully get us a glancing lead going into that 2nd leg. Now Fleetwood themselves have got playoff glory in the past. 4 years ago we finished 4th in Sky Bet League One and unfortunately missed out. So Fleetwood started this season off amazingly well, winning our first 2 games, 10 points from the first 15 available, which was a brilliant start. However, in December we did lose a couple of key players and our squad depth was really thin, and we only went on 1 win in 12 games. However, we drew 9 to keep that run alive. Now after that run we kind of the tables turned. We went 12 unbeaten. We beat the likes of Portsmouth, Peterborough, Wycombe, who are all good teams in this league, and we played Sunderland. We battled out with them at the Stadium of Light, Blackpool as well in that run. So it was a really promising run, and let's just hope we can take that confidence and belief that Joey's installed into this dressing room on Monday. So like I mentioned before, we are outside of the away end now, and no fans are allowed in either leg, and it's going to be difficult for both sides to adjust. However, both sides are quite similar match when we've played each other. Fleetwood coming on the winning occasion 3 times, Wycombe also winning 3 times against the Cod Army, and them drawing equally 3 times as well. This season Wycombe came here in August and snatched a point, and in my opinion I thought they were the better side that night, and we went back in February just before the season was put on hold, and I thought we put a good show of ourselves and we won 1-0 to that Ched Evans goal. Now looking into the playoffs, anything can happen. You've seen what happened with League 2. Both teams that won the first leg didn't go through in the 2nd leg, so it just shows you cannot rest in that 2nd leg if you've got that advantage, and I'm just hoping Joey can install that in the boys. Now going on to Fleetwood squad, I'm not sure how we're going to line up. However, I'd pretty much guarantee it to be similar to how we ended the season. Harry Souter, Lewis Gibson and Barry Mackay have all extended their loan spells to carry on with the club and hopefully win promotion. Now Wycombe themselves have been struggling. They've had to put all their players on furlough as the rest of the clubs in League One, and it's going to be difficult to see how the squads match up, but I'm just hoping Fleetwood can get that winning touch. So like we said before, Fleetwood have got into the playoffs on many occasions, and we haven't scored in our last 3 playoff games, which is a worrying statistic. We drew 0-0 here against York to secure Wembley, and we lost 1-0 to Bradford and drew 0-0 to Bradford. So hopefully goals will be coming Joey Barton's way, and hopefully we can get into that final against either Oxford or Portsmouth. Going into that Oxford-Portsmouth game, both sides are evenly matched there, and it'd be difficult. However, we just need to focus on Wycombe and Gareth Ainsworth's squad. They've got some great players, and I think they'll be a tough test. They're physical, hard to beat, and Joey said he's very calm. However, he's starting to feel the game's coming round, and I'm just hoping we can get that winning touch. Obviously it's really tough without 3 months football, and we've not seen much. Obviously the lads are back in training being tested, and on Sky, no TV here, no fans here, sorry. It's going to be very, very difficult. So I'm just hoping we can get the better of that. So my lineup would be, it'd have to be Alex Cairns in goal. I think he's been a consistent goalkeeper for us this season, and he's always there, reliable as ever, and his distribution maybe not be his best part of his game. However, he's got many good attributes in his game, and I think he's a fantastic League One goalkeeper and one of my favourite players in this squad. I think we'll play a back three. I think you'll see Lewis Gibson on the left hand side to give us balance, and Harry in the middle. I think those two have really partnered up really well, and I think you'll be looking at someone like a Callum Connolly at centre back as well, who can drop into midfield, and we can make it a 4-3-3, 3-4-3, 3-5-2, which is a great trait to have. I think wing backs will be Danny Andrew and Louis Coyle. I have no doubt in that, how good they've been this season in our playoff charge. I think Whelan and Coots, I think the experience they've got in the middle can really guide us forward. Glenn Whelan, who won the playoffs with Aston Villa last season, he's a real good attribute to have. And Paul Coots, who's got promotion on his CV with Sheffield United, played a little part of their promotion last year and a massive part from their promotion in League One to the Championship. And then your front three, it's really tough because we've got an array of options. I think Wes Burns will be on the right hand side. His pace and his danger, his cross ability is fantastic. Doesn't always get the goals he deserves, but he's a superb player. I think Paddy Madden will lead the line, Irish, our top goal scorer, and he knows where the net is. He works so hard, and he's a great team player as well. And I think Barry Mackay on the left, I think he's been fantastic since he's come in since Swansea. He ran the show against Wycombe away last year, and he's always putting a decent performance in. And that leaves the likes of Jack Sowerby, Josh Morris, Ched Evans, who are all good players who all could get into the squad, and we've got that little bit of depth now, which really helps me and me believe as well as the fans. And Wycombe themselves have got some good players, like we mentioned before, Adebayo Akinfenwa, Joe Jacobson, Fred Onyedimia. They've got a array of options themselves, so it's going to be a tough game. I think Fleetwood will win 2-1 at Highbury on Friday. I think with Wycombe's poor away record, and we're one of the best at home, and we don't fear anyone, so I'm just hoping we can get that victory. So thank you for watching today's preview. I hope you did enjoy it, and I'm just hoping we can get through to Wembley. It'd be amazing to see little old Fleetwood Town at Wembley and hopefully defy the odds again. We won 6 promotions in 10 years, which is fantastic to get into League One. We've had a good 5 years in League One, but I would like to say ta-ta for now and get into that Championship, playing the likes of Nottingham Forest, Brentford, Reading, all big clubs in the Championship, and it'll be an absolute journey with this small club, which will be absolutely fantastic. But for now, up those Cods.